Hello everyone, how's it going? All right, MJ here, and tonight is, let me do this a little bit. Tonight is it's a pink night, man. I got my pink mask. I love this, and it's got, like a black border here, a black border on the bottom, and it's black on the inside, and I have my kind of turquoise blue little cage inside, to keep it from collapsing on me. And then I have with me, this is a first time we ever did this. I have the JTS 1P Plus. See that, the plus? This is the plus version of that nice black mic I've been using in the studio, and it's pink, and I love it. And there's a little mute button, and when I press the mute button, it turns red. Yeah, and so we're using the USB port, and this is the first time that I've actually, you can hear that, used such a high quality live streaming mic on a mobile live stream. Now I'm going to take off my my mask. I want to say hi to everyone. All right, we're Mr. Woo's, and tonight is, Bud, how's it going? Oh, it's field day. Okay, it's field day. Wow. Can I get a signal report? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah. This microphone has two patterns. There's a cardioid pattern and an omnidirectional pattern. I have it on cardioid because I don't want it to pick up the rest of the room. But you can hear the fireworks. That is, if we have audio working, and we should. All right. Oh yeah, the inside of the mic is black. Or the inside of the mask is black, as I was saying. And there's my little cage. Yeah, this actually has this mic is the same as the other one with regard to the USB, except it's USB-C, and it has a headphone jack, and you can monitor your the sound of your voice and any playback from the device. But I'm not monitoring right now. So good to see you, Bud. Kind of waiting for a signal report. I don't want to be on for 10 minutes and find out that it's not working. It should be working though. And Prism recognizes that it is an external mic. Now I'm here at Mr. Woo's, and obviously I got some barbecue stuff, and oh boy. Marinated pork. Oh. Now, 2 taste tests I'm going to do tonight. This is the first one. In Chinese, this is Xing Reng. And these are the 2 letters that mean like almond. So this is almond milk. And this is low sugar. Bud, hello, can you hear me? Please type yes or no. I think probably if there was no audio, you would have told me by now. And the other one I got tonight is fresh cashew milk. This looks really, really good. I can't wait to try this. And so this is, wow. And these are both fairly low sugar. The cashew milk is 3.7% sugar, and the almond milk is 4.6%. So that's not so bad. So I'm looking forward to that. All right. Now you guys have heard me talk about this mic on the studio live streams. And when I got this mic, this is a plus version. It has, I'll show you. It has a standard XLR on the bottom, for regular mic cable, plus USB-C. This is a volume control for the monitor, and here's the headphone jack, and this is a balance control, this guy here. If you move it up, you hear more of the microphone. If you move it down, then you hear more of the computer or whatever it is you're connected to. What I like about it is there's a switch on the front. So it's like a cost switch. So now welcome everyone. I know I have one viewer on Twitch at the moment. So I got, this is almond milk and this is cashew milk. If you have a preference as to which one you would like me to try first, please let me know. But this is not a good sign. We're 6 3/4 minutes into the broadcast and we only have one comment. I've been asking for a signal report. Now, for some odd, strange reason, I don't know why, the internet's really good here tonight. So, this is Woo. Hey Dave, how you doing, bro? Fist bump. Dave, can I get a signal report, please? Because, excellent, excellent. I'm using, here it is. And it's sitting on the table, you know. I mean, let me show you. This is cool. This is a new era in live streaming. Look at this, man. Is this crazy or what? And it just works, you know. And I got tonight's samples here. So you guys, please, you know, follow Dave in Osaka. If you don't know who Dave is, where have you been? Pink Thunder, that's funny. I've got two things tonight I'm going to show. The almond milk and also cashew milk. So, whichever one suits your fancy, whichever one you guys would like for me to try first, I'll try it. This mic is just sitting on the desk, you know, and my tests show that I think it's got enough gain, but you can probably hear that. It's Lunar New Year's Eve, and so people are blowing off fireworks because it's after midnight. And many people don't know, but the fireworks is a superstition, and that is to ward off evil, scare the evil spirits away. So Dave and I were talking about, now see, you can hear, like next to the mic, you can hear like, oh yeah, opening the beer. You can hear like the beer, right? Except for all that noise. We're talking about how Walter Winchell used to broadcast from a table in the Stork Club, and there you go. That's kind of what we're doing. And with a microphone like this, there isn't anything you couldn't do. So here we go. A little beer, a couple bacon wraps, a couple wow. A couple of pieces of marinated pork, and there you go. Well, it seems everybody left. What happened? Geez, I might have to start live streaming on Rumble or something. Supposedly, Odyssey is going to be doing live streaming. Rumble has live streaming right now. They're going to roll it out to everybody soon, but right now, if you want it live stream, you have to pay $10 a month. I'm not doing that yet. Getter is supposedly going to roll out live streaming to everyone. Problem is, though, it's politics. Fist bump, Mike. How you doing? Wow, YouTube shows that there's nobody watching, so. Oh, okay. Well, I can't blame them for that. And the truth is when I'm on at this time, if you're home, you're being naughty because you're not at church. Now, there's one habit I got to get over, because when things get loud, I usually get closer to the phone. But this is the mic here. Hello, 1, 2. This must have like this, the cool sounds of cool jazz, FM 94.5, that kind of sound. And now we're going to play some Neil Young on Spotify. Sorry. Okay. Couldn't help myself. As you guys tell me, almond milk or cashew milk first? Which one? Almond milk or cashew milk first? Which one do you want me to try first? Excuse me. All right, so I want to welcome everyone. We're broadcasting simultaneously on not Twitter Live. We're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, and we're on Band, B-A-N-D, which is a really interesting app by Neighbor. And if you'd like to join the Taiwan Live TV Band, and all you got to do is scan that QR code. When I'm streaming to the Taiwan Live TV Band with Prism, I cannot see the comments, but you can comment on it later all you want. Now the thing is, sometimes I stream directly to the band without going to YouTube or any other place, because I want to do something maybe a little more private that I don't want like everywhere on the internet. Excuse me. It's a cayenne pepper. Sometimes I do exclusive content there. So, whoops, that was a bone in that chicken. So feel free to join us. There's another band that I have just for the studio. And there it is. PMF is Phoenix Media Forge, and that's my studio. So you may want to join that one too. All I have to do is scan it. I'm going to leave it there for a second, and then on the replay, if you want, you can pause it. What I would do is I would view this on YouTube and then scan that with the scanner on your mobile device. And that will prompt you to download the Band app, B-A-N-D. Now, the interesting thing is, it's kind of a strange name, but not, in Asian languages, things don't always translate well into English. And so, the point being that its neighbor, which is the same group that owns Line, and They call it Band, B-A-N-D. But it's a great app for managing teams. If you're a manager, or even an artist or whatever, and you're trying to manage a group of creative people, it's a pretty interesting app for that. Now, I haven't had any comments on these yet. I've been asking which one you want me to try first. I'm leaning towards the cashew milk first. JTS. This is a JS-1P Plus. This is given to me personally by Marcus, the owner, founder of JTS. He gave this to me personally because I was helping him do some things. And this is the first one ever produced. See, I'm close to the mic, so I don't have to worry about that. This is the first JS-1P ever produced, and he heard that when I saw the colors available, I wanted pink. He heard that, and so he made sure I got a pink one. It comes in 3 colors. It comes in black, white, and pink. And obviously, you got to get the pink. I mean, come on. This is made for podcasting and content creators. So what I have is I have the one called the Plus. And the reason it's called the Plus is because not only does it have a USB-C interface, it also has an XLR connector on the bottom, see? So you can use a standard microphone cable and plug it into like a legacy console. So you could use this for like recording guitar. This is a full-featured dual pattern microphone. Let me show you the back. There's a switch. It's set on cardioid, but there's also an omnidirectional. Let me show you the difference. It might pop, but if I turn the mic around the back, then you'll notice it's attenuated a little bit, but if I... Here, let me turn this off. Okay, now this is on Omni, and you'll see that there's virtually no difference between the front of the mic and the back of the mic, which is great if you're going to do an interview and you want, people on both sides. But in a room like this, you'll want it on, you'll want it only on cardioid, and there is a mute button on the front. See, if I turn it off, the light goes red. It's blue when it's on, and red when it's off. This makes a nice cough switch. Yeah. So there it is, JTS. All right. And those are the guys that do the karaoke mics. So I've never been able to have such a high quality studio grade microphone on a live stream before. It's plugged into my phone, and the phone is powering it. And the phone is running down rapidly, so I don't know how long I can go. But I've been on for 20 minutes, and it's gone from 95 to 75% my battery. What I need is, I need either a hub or a USB splitter that will allow me to inject, like a USB charger to keep the phone from draining so fast. So I'll work that out at some point. I do have a splitter. Do I have my bag? No, I took it out. But it doesn't work. Yep. And it's sitting like, this far away. And I mean, I got to listen to the playback, but I'm expecting it probably sounds pretty good. You know, where it's sitting. All right. I'm having a blast here with the gang. And, oh yeah. I love this. Fist bump. Gert, how you doing? It says pink right there. Gert, excuse me. I saw the thumbnail for the Glendronach 15 revival. I was fortunate enough. Oh, everybody follow Gert, okay? The Whiskey Lovers Society. If you love whiskey, follow him. And even if you don't, especially if you don't like whiskey, follow him, because you will love whiskey after you watch his presentations. Thing is, right, as you know, like the Glendronach distillery was shuttered for a long time. So they had barrels and barrels of this whiskey just sitting there maturing for like 40 years. And I got a bottle of the 15, you know, the green label and the green can. I got a bottle of the 15 from the old stock. It was really like about 27 or 30 years old, but it was marketed as 15. Oh, that was like liquid candy. Oh. And I've had some subsequent bottles, and they weren't, you know, quite as good, but I got to tell you something. In my opinion, anything from Glendronach is going to be off the charts. I think you might find this interesting. This is a word in Chinese for snow. Snow mountain beer. Snow mountain beer is a Chinese name for bush. So, JS-1P Plus. I'm drinking beer tonight. Don't ask me why. But I got some, you know, barbecued pork, a couple pieces of chicken, some bacon wraps, so it kind of goes with it. But I have some almond milk here. Okay, they call this xingren, and these two words here together mean almond in Chinese. And I also have some cashew milk. And I've been asking folks, like, which one do they want me to try first? I'm going to do a taste test of this. So, I think you're probably right. It was nuts. Excuse me. If you're lucky enough, and some people knew what was going on, and so some people knew what was going on, and they bought a bunch of those bottles, and they didn't sell them. Somebody was asking me about that the other day, and I think the average person, I don't think appreciates how many people actually use whiskey as an investment, because the prices just go up. I saw Glendronach today in the store, and it was the label on it said 1995. That's when it was bottled. I don't remember the age statement on it, but the bottling vintage was 1995. And that was like I think it was about $350 US, if I remember correctly. So, yeah. You buy that bottle for $350 and hold on for a couple of years and double your money. All right, now nobody has actually responded as to which of these two they would like me to try first, so I'm going to make an executive decision. Hey, Matthew, fist bump. How you doing? All right, how's it going? I'm going to try. I'm going to try the cashew milk first. I'm going to try the cashew milk because I love cashews. Now, here we go. Ready? Wow. Oh, man, oh, man. Oh, no wonder. I guess I was supposed to do no wonder it's so tough. Supposed to do this first, I guess. But I just brute forced in ignorance, you know. Anyway, so. Oh, wow, look at that. Yeah. So you bought an 18-year from 2019. Uh-oh, sorry about that. Sorry, Mike. Well, I promise you that you're not going to get it. You're not going to get anything. Now, let me put the cat back out a little bit. Hey, George, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, George. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Hey, George, you think Marcus can hear me on this? Ladies and gentlemen, meet George from JTS. And he's the guy that actually handed this to me. And I've been talking about this mic, and you know, this brings a whole new era to like mobile live streaming. I'm in like you know, Mr. Wu's barbecue with a desktop condenser microphone, you know, and if I wanted to, I could plug the headset in. I could get the balance control here for monitoring whatever I want. It's incredible. And so, so anyway, we can get real close to the mic and we can do our nice, smooth FM jazz sound. And tonight we're going to enjoy the sounds of Neil Young on Spotify. If only he hadn't canceled himself. All right, so there you go. Yeah, I can't thank you guys enough. I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, I did a couple things for JTS. But when I consider the guitar playing that I did the other day, I think you guys got ripped off. I made out. All right. I'm going to give this a good shake. Thanks, Matthew. Take care, bro. Nice to see you. This bump. All right, let me give this a good shake. This is the almond milk. Mike, don't worry. I'm not going to spill it, so you're going to get, you know, so. Oh, yeah, I know. And the only problem is the phone does power it because it's a condenser mic and it needs, you know, the power up the USB port. But this particular microphone also, because it's the 1 Plus, has an XLR on it. And Marcus is the owner of JTS, and he handed this to me personally. And actually, I said George. No, Marcus handed it to me in the presence of George. And the thing is this is the first one. They haven't sold any. This is the first one. This is a brand new product, and it came off the manufacturing line, and they sent it directly to the headquarters, and I was there on Wednesday. And George, if you're still listening, I may want to play that video that Ian and I did. George made a clip of it, but all right, let's check this out. We got so many things going on here. There is no aroma. Oh, I swear, I can't smell anything. It says milled fresh from whole nuts. This is completely underwhelming. Nope. Now, in Chinese it says almond milk, and this is the word that they use when they literally mean milk, and it may have. Oh, I ripped the label. I can't really see it. It's okay. So it says water cashews, and there's some other kind of flavoring, and it says, oh, there's some kind of mifen in it, and oh, there's soy milk in it, and yeah, all other kinds of stuff, and like, okay, so it's not really like very almondy. I don't really like this. Yeah, thank you. So I'm not going to drink any more of it. Now let me go ahead and see if I can find this video that George sent of Ian and I, okay? And what I want to do is, if George is okay with that, this is great, I can just mute the mic. I'm going to play this, it's a clip. Now here's the thing, the subtitles are wrong. They were, I think the subtitles were automatically generated. You know how it is, you got to go back and fix it. And this is an unedited clip, but this is just my friend Ian and I. Ian is an older guy like me, but he's more of a new school recording engineer than I am. I'm totally old school, but he embraces a lot of new technology that I just refuse to do because I'm a console guy, you know. Long story short, but Ian is great, and he and I are doing a product introduction for JTS for a speaker called the WA-1, and I'm holding the WA-1 on my lap, and we're talking about it. So this is Ian and I talking about it. This is just a short clip, and there will be a full-length video later on YouTube, probably in about 3 weeks or so. So this is what it looks like. And it's really light. It's so light. I think my daughter could carry this.
I agree. That's one of the greatest things for it. When I first picked this thing up, it's amazingly light.
It really is. There's a lot more about the speaker system that you need to know. In addition to the microphone that it comes with, as I mentioned, it works with JTS wireless technology, including other headsets such as this interesting design. This is great for seminars or lectures. Fist behind the head, out of the way. Nice cool design. Cool. It works natively. Oh, it's on your collar.
Yeah.
It works natively with the WA-1, and all you need to do is use these plus and minus buttons to change the channel to reduce interference.
It also makes you look cool if you wear it the wrong way around.
That's true. That's the Geordie LaForge version. And before I forget, there's a 3-way power switch: off, mains, and internal battery. Super convenient. Now the shape is really unique because it can, of course, sit upright, but it can also double as a floor wedge, like this.
And what's really unique, and this is just details, but boy, it does show how much detail has gone into this. Take a look.
Ooh.
That is cool. Although it's a small detail, it certainly shows the precision gone into this. It's beautiful.
Attention to detail.
Yeah.
So I thought that went pretty well.
It did actually, yeah. It was nice. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. What do you think of the studio, huh?
Oh, man, I love this studio. Just the space, and it's quiet, and you can fall asleep in here.
Oh, I know. It's so quiet, so cool.
I know.
Yeah.
I love studios.
Yeah, wow. This packs up so cool, huh?
I just love the fact that it's so easy and everything's made to just simply take away with you. It's so portable.
Yeah. Where's the speaker at?
I've already put it in the backpack.
Oh, okay.
It's over there, yeah.
Okay, cool. Well,
There you go. Isn't it nice?
I came in with a backpack, didn't I?
You did indeed, and it looked exactly like that one.
Well, I'm leaving with a backpack. So.
Okay, me too. I'm off.
Take care. I'll see you.
哎，怎么把东西拿走了？嘿嘿。
So there you go. For some reason, I couldn't get out of the building with it, but let me tell you, I wanted it. I wanted it bad. Mike, the XLR connection is just an output from the mic, and it goes into preferably a balanced input on a console or a mixer. If you had an XLR properly wired, you know, so like an unbalanced you know, tip sleeve, like to a guitar amp. I mean, I don't know why you would do that. Guitar amps aren't really voiced correctly, but yeah, it's a standard output. But the thing is it's a condenser mic, so you have to have phantom power on the XLR. See, right now I'm powering this from the phone. So the USB-C port is providing the power for the condenser mic. So if I were to disconnect this, the mic would just go dead. So if you're going to use the XLR, you're going to need to have phantom power. Now I've been running for 36 minutes. And when I started, my phone is at 95%, and now it's at 61%. So it can go, you know, I mean, it doesn't draw a tremendous amount of current. And eventually, I will get a, like a splitter, where I can inject a battery bank, you know, or a USB charger at the same time, so it doesn't run the phone down. But this right here brings a whole new level of audio and capability to mobile live streaming. And I can't thank JTS enough, because really all I did was have a bunch of fun playing guitar at their lovely building and hanging out in that beautiful studio with Ian and just talking about a product that I actually believe in. So doesn't get any better than that. All right, let's try the Xingning. This is the almond milk. I'm going to give this a good shake. And this time I'm going to try to, yeah, see, I think this is supposed to come off the top. Sometimes I don't know my own strength, but okay, here's the thing. Okay, this comes off. All right, here we go. This should be a lot better than the other stuff. All right, let's try this. Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, here we go. Now, they said that this was one of the better ones. And this isn't actually white. I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of brownish, because most of these are white. And the other thing that they have is apricot or apricot, depending on where you're from, pits. Apricot pits that are ground up, which is kind of interchangeably in Chinese used with almonds, which is kind of strange because it's not really so clearly defined. But this smells good. This has more of an organic almond scent. Usually almond milk that I've had in Taiwan has kind of an artificial smell to it, you know, but this is, oh no, this is more like the real almonds. There's some kind of pulp in it. I gotta shake this up. That's real almonds, guys. That's not the fake stuff. This is real almonds, and it's got oh, okay. There you go. It's got like a tree ear in it. Oh, snow fung. I didn't look at it. Snow fungus pulp in almond milk. It's in English here. I'm reading it. In Chinese, yes, snow fungus. Okay, that's what I'm getting. It wasn't a jelly, but it's a pulp. So it's actually, this is more of a health drink than, you know, the usual, you know, drinks that you would get in the, like in the bubble tea shop that does almond milk. Wow, I'm impressed with that, and it's very low sugar. It is 4.6% sugar. That's very low. These things are usually 12%, 15% or so. So, all right, now we're having a blast. So, let me do this. And take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Dave in Osaka, live from Greenland, and you're watching Taiwan Live TV with MJ Klein.
Hi, everybody. You're watching Late Night with MJ Klein on Taiwan Live TV.
All right, now a while back, I had done a little video, and I used the original JS-1P, not the Plus, the original JS-1P, totally USB, the black model, and I really like that mic. I haven't played this a while. I haven't played it in a while, so let me play it for you because I'm really fond of that mic, and it was a lot of fun doing this, and I got the cooperation of several the other live streamers, and I just love stuff like that. So, all right, here we go. Hey everyone, MJ here. Now, you guys know me. I'm not a big self-promoter. I'm just not good at it. I don't really, it's not my thing. But I always wanted to do like this really big introduction. So let me just try this and see what happens, okay? Get all ready here. Okay, here we go. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the greatest live streamer in the world. Here he is, MJ Klein. Hey everyone, MJ here. I want to thank you so much for...
You think so?
No, I don't think so. I think you're the greatest live streamer in the world, and I'm actually very sorry I said that. Okay, let's try this again. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the greatest live streamer in Taiwan. Here he is, MJ Klein. Hey guys, it's MJ. Thank you so much for joining.
MJ? Really? Since when?
Since never, actually. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the greatest live streamer from Hsinchu, Taiwan. Here he is, MJ Klein. Hey everyone, it's MJ. Thank you so much for joining.
In your dreams, MJ. In your dreams.
Oh, my dreams are... they're shattered. Okay. One more time. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the greatest live streamer in Hsinchu County, in Hukou Township, in the Hsinchu Industrial Park, in this particular... All right, so there you go. Of course, that was Dave in Osaka and Jevons and Casper. So, Mike, you remember eating those roasted almonds from a gumball machine. Wow. I would love that. Yeah, I know, George, I know. But, the thing is, right, is we always think more of ourselves than is necessary. We always think we're this huge star and all this stuff, right? There's always somebody better. There's always somebody better. So there you go. But I wanted to mention that I heard from Casper. I'm going to have a beautiful dream too. Definitely. I use this on a couple Zoom meetings. And I popped in and said hi. And the first thing one of my friends says was, "Now that's a microphone." Yeah, there you go. Okay, I'm done with that. So we still got this this shingering, so I'm pretty sure that this is probably No, it's great. It's great having you with us, George. And, you know, it's because you got Chinese New Year, because I know you're always, you know, you're such a hardworking guy. You're in the rack by now because you got to get up so early. But this is, you know, tomorrow's Chinese New Year's Eve. It's a holiday here. But I'm pretty sure this is the first time that any JTS microphone has been used on a mobile phone live stream. So I think this is going to be a good thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and edit the description and the oh, I know, this is the and edit. I'm going to edit the description, right? And I'm going to put, you know, all the keywords and stuff in. But here's the thing too, right? Here's what's so cool. You know, I got my pink mask too. So, got my pink mask and the pink mic, you know, and it's like, wow. And they're slightly different colors too, and it's really throwing the color balance off because it doesn't know what to do when it sees this. It's like, whoa, there you go, okay. But I get a little closer and it's like kind of goofs it up. So, but what? Yeah, see, it turns like more orange or something. But that, yeah, look at that. I mean, that's great. So, and one thing I noticed was the LED is blue. On the JS-1P, it's green. So when I use the green screen and I turn it like this disappears. This turns clear. It's really funny. You can see through it. It's hilarious. Something I never thought about or never realized until I did it. But this is going to bring a new era to live streaming with a phone, and because it has an omnidirectional pattern too, then you could do an interview with two people. But I like it because I can face the null, because you know in Taiwan there's so much noise. There might be somebody on the other table or something. I can point the null, you know. Yeah, I'm the pink boy. Yeah. Well, I'm comfortable in my masculinity. But actually, you know, the funny thing is color pink used to be associated with males. It's really true. And if you look at some studies done, you know, in the last century, there are charts that show statistics having to do with like boys in school, and they were pink and girls were blue. Don't ask me why. But wow, this is really interesting. There's like, I'm drinking the cashew milk. There's almost like no flavor. That's why it's so interesting. I'm like, I want to try it again. It's just very bland. But on the other hand, this almond milk is totally different. And both of these were about, well, this is 49 NT, which is about $1.50. And this was, I think this was the same. They're like, or $1.40. These are like $1.40 for this. Wow, what a difference. Almond milk, excuse me, cashew milk, almond milk, yay. All right. So I got some stuff coming up. You guys know that I bought this new razor. New razor, the Panasonic Arc 5. And I've been experimenting with wet shaving and a new routine, trying to take better care of my skin because I'm getting old. I'm going to be 66 pretty soon. There's a barber down my street. I've been working with him on styling my hair to make it look a little fuller so it doesn't look as thin. And, you know, just trying to work with what I got left. You know what I mean? Don't have a whole lot left here, guys. You know, we're falling apart. We're getting old. But the point is that, you know, no matter what shape you're in, no matter, you know, what your skin color is or your ethnicity, your background or whatever, it's never too late to start taking care of yourself. And I want to talk about this in future shows. And I am strongly considering a new YouTube channel talking about like men's issues, and I got to tell you, I got some Brickell. Had it shipped to me, some Brickell shave cream, and it goes on clear. It's pretty interesting because you put it on and you feel it, but you don't see it. Now, I never thought about this before, but when I used to shave with a bladed razor, I mean, my face would be foamed like out to here, right? I couldn't see what I was doing. I dragged the razor and I hope the heck, you know, I'm like not cutting my ear off, or I'm going to go up here and cut my nose or something. You really can't see because it's all foamy. Well, the interesting thing is, with some of these newer kinds of shaving creams, they don't foam up. And if you're using an electric razor, oh, it's just even better because you can see everything so clearly. You can see where you're working the razor. You can see like where your sideburns go. Because the worst thing you can do is go like this, and like you cut one side up here and you cut the other side down here, and you're looking at it later going, wow, what's going on? You're walking around like this trying to make it look even. Anyway, so I've been experimenting with that, and you guys also know I was talking about facial washes and things. Now here's the thing, Taiwanese guys, and George is here, and I'll tell you, George is a macho man's man. Taiwanese men are tough. They're not afraid of anything. They don't back down, and they don't use comfort stuff, generally speaking. For example, I have been unable to find aftershave balm anywhere in Taiwan. These guys will put this gel on their face, shave their face, get all kinds of razor burn, make it hurt and everything, and they just tough it out, you know. And the Western guys are going like, oh, you know, because it hurts, right? Now, with the Arc 5, the whole idea behind using the electric razor is you let the electric razor do the work, and you don't press hard down it. You press hard on any razor, you're going to get the razor burn. So just let it glide. But the thing is you still want to add the moisture, because, you know, the whole thing with shaving creams is that they prepare the hair on the face to be shaved, but it doesn't necessarily do anything for the skin. So anyway, I'm going to be talking about that later on. I'm going to do some videos on that. Oh yes, and I actually had the pleasure of seeing REO Speedwagon, and I was very, very close to them, right? 157 Riverside Avenue, right? Wasn't that guitar player's name? Jimmy? But this is before they started doing... Now tell me if am I mixing my bands up? The song that they did was like, heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who heard it from another, you've been messing around. That's REO Speedwagon, right? Because that was the later REO Speedwagon. And I get them confused sometimes with another band, I forget. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, the answer to your question is yes. But I remember that when I was fans of them, it was before they had there was like a second happening of them, like a second iteration with a different singer. If you listen to the old REO Speedwagon, they were more kind of straight rock. I remember though, I was real close to him, and there was a problem on stage with the guitar player's cable, and the roadie was on it like flies on turds, you know. He was right there and so quick on it. But sometimes, excuse me, I don't know what it is. You know, when you're on stage, it's not life and death. And the audience understands. If you had to go, hey, you know what? We just had a little problem. And if you can laugh it off. So, yeah. On that stuff, yeah, but the original singer was completely different. That's what I'm saying. What was that song? You take it on the run, right? That's REO Speedwagon? That's the question I'm asking. That's the tune, right? That I want to make sure that I'm not messing up. But it's like sometimes these guys, yeah, okay, the solo's coming up and all that, but you know, a well-rehearsed band will just keep playing they'll just keep going over and over the same section until you get going, and then then you do it. And that, so I remember the roadie was trying his best to get that, the guitar lead, the cable fixed and plugged into the Les Paul, and as he just grabbed it and and pushed him away. It was just kind of like I'd be like, well, you know what? You're on your own from now, and I'll see you later. I'm gonna go work for somebody else, because that's not how you treat professionals. And I was blessed, because when I was on tour, and I had like some of the greatest crew you could ever want to have. And the thing is, I put them in charge, even over me. I'll tell you about that in a second. I'm going to walk over there and get, okay, I know it's a fantastic song, but I'm asking, that's REO Speedwagon? It must be, okay. I'm going to get one more bottle of beer, and so I'm going to walk over there. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Now, I got a couple of roadie stories, but we had a drummer named Peter, and he had a twin brother named Paul, and so we called the twin brother Clone. That was his nickname, Clone. And they had another friend that they introduced us to. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't even remember his name, but he was a big boy. And he went by Squid. And that's all I ever called him. I don't even know the guy's name. I don't remember. But he was Squid. So our road crew was Squid and Clone. And they went with us everywhere. We played tracks in New York. We played the Malibu Beach Club in Long Beach, in Long Island. And I got to tell you, these guys were... We put him in charge. You know how Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick, he jokes. He says, "I haven't tuned a guitar." And okay, Rick Nielsen says, "I haven't tuned a guitar in 40 years." I know what he's talking about, because like I forgot how to these orange amps. I forgot how to set them. I remember I went someplace and there was an orange amp they wanted me to play. And I'm like, where's Squid? Yeah, and it sounds stupid, but anyway. So in those days, I used to wear shades, and I didn't have prescription shades, so I'd take my glasses off, and when I got my glasses off, I really can't see all that well. And I wore the shades, and so Squid and Clone would come get me from the dressing room, have a flashlight, and I have one of them on either one of my arms, and they practically carried me like a baby up to the microphone. It was pretty cool. They really took it seriously, I was at the Malibu Beach Club, and you're not going to believe what happened. We were in the dressing room, and this club is so big that when we went there, we couldn't believe it. The club is so big that there are actually two bands that play at either end of the club. But the club is so long and so huge that you can't hear the other band when you're at one end. And there's a basketball court in the middle. So there's a basketball court and a bunch of space, and then two bands. It's huge. So we were actually, CBS Records had booked us. It was funny, they actually canceled Grace Jones and put our band in there. It's amazing how these record companies have such power. Anyway, long story short, so we're playing, and I'm in the dressing room, and we always, because everybody sang in the band, we had to do vocal rehearsals, and we had to do vocal warm-up. So we spent like 15 minutes warming up our voices so we wouldn't go out on stage and hurt ourselves. And I was just touching up my tuning on the guitar, and as I'm turning the key right on the tuning key, my index finger touched the tip of the string that was coming out of the barrel of the tuner that had been cut off, and it was sharp, and it cut me right on the pad. Now, if you know anything about guitar playing, if you got like the neck of the guitar, okay, you use you use this a lot. You use the tip of the finger too, but you use this a lot. So immediately, I told the other guitar player, you got all my solos tonight, okay? Every solo you got, because I'm going to be playing with these three fingers mostly. Squid said, give me your hand. I'm like, what? He said, just give me your hand. I said, okay. Now, I told you I trust these guys, right? So I held my arm out like this, right? And he puts it underneath his arm, and he's holding it like this. So I can't see what he's doing. I'm going like this, right? But he's got my hand, like this, and I feel him doing something to my finger. He says, okay, you're all set. I'm like, what'd you do? He says, I super glued it. Amazing. And he super glued it together. And I was like, and I went out and I played the show, and I didn't even think about it. I said, never mind, I'm taking my solos. I played the show and I didn't even think about it, the whole show. And I didn't even remember it until like 2 weeks later. And I went, oh yeah. And it had healed and had dropped off. I was like, wow, that was amazing. So he saved me on that. Now, another time, we're playing another big show, important show, and I did something, and I don't understand what, but because to this day, I still have the same guitar. My 1964 Epiphone Olympic Melody Maker, somehow I cut my index finger on something, and that I've had that guitar since 1978. It's the only time I've ever cut myself. I don't know how I did it, but I cut something on my finger and it was bleeding. And this is how cool they are. I'm at the mic, I'm playing guitar, and I'm singing, and I just stopped playing and I held my hand up like this. And I'm telling you guys the truth. Within 10 or 15 seconds, Squid came over and put a Band-Aid on my finger, right? He just saw what was happening. These guys they're on the sidelines like a couple of athletes, and they're just, it's like, you guys know how it is. If you're a pet owner, if you have a dog, right? And you're sitting at home and your dog's relaxing, your dog knows everything that's going on in your house and in your yard just by listening. And he's right, relaxing, right? As soon as something's wrong, boom, and he knows, right? He knows right where it is. And that's how these guys were. They're at the side, and they're looking at everything, and they're just like, ready to go, and then boom. And so I cut myself, and I held my finger up, and I just went like this, and he saw the blood, and boom, came out, and it was amazing. So, but here's the thing. They were in charge, and we put them in charge, kind of like Klaatu and Gort, it can't be revoked. And so if we came out on stage to do, it wasn't on the beach. I don't remember exactly. That was a long time ago. We're talking the 70s, but it was the Malibu Beach Club somewhere in Long Island. I really don't remember. But they call it the beach club, so maybe it was. Actually, now that I think about it, they did have bungalows in the back. Supposedly you could rent them, so I think it was on the beach. Yeah, now that you mentioned it, yeah. Oh well. But if we came out on stage for some reason before they were set up, they would order us off the stage. I remember I had a guest, and I brought him on. I want to show him the amp lineup, and because we had a wall of amps, right? And Squid and Clone are like, "Excuse me, you're in the way, and we're not ready for you. Would you please get off the stage?" I replied about it, but like, "Would you please get off the stage?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry, yep, okay." And that's their job. See, here's the thing. When I give somebody a job, it goes like this. They have the responsibility, but they also have the authority. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that there was like a huge storm. Wow. Man, oh man. Well, I'm glad to have you with us, Frank. And fist bump to you. Wow. Now let me check the time, because I think the bus is getting ready to lock up. Yeah, it's 1:22, so she's getting ready to lock up. So, yeah, but what it is they can stick you in the eye. I've seen and heard of situations where guys had those big, had the string sticking out in the end, and they got somebody in the eye. So what the real way to do it is to clip it and take your needle nose pliers and bend it so it goes like this. All right, she's going to close up, so I got to go. You guys take care. Thank you so much, and we'll see you. Sorry about this, but hey, and it's Chinese New Year's Eve tomorrow, so it's a holiday. Thanks so much for joining. I appreciate everybody. Fist bump to you guys. Love you all. See you now. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. That was fun.